Good afternoon, everyone. I finally have a moment to let you know how things have been going. This has been an amazing trip, as I've already told you a few times before. It just there's never a dull moment, never. First of all, I wanted to start with last night. I arrived in Mackinac City, and a member of the board on Deaf and Hard of Hearing Services named Betsy Smith. She is deaf. She is a teacher consultant for Montcalm area ISD. She's also on the board at Deaf and Hard of Hearing Services. She has been in contact with me a few days ago, offering to donate the cost of a room if needed. Last night, I needed it. So I contacted Betsy, and she paid for my hotel room last night. Really nice. That's amazing. Thank you, Betsy. That's so cool. So far, we've had Deb Atwood, who donated $50 in the GoFundMe account, and then now Betsy, who paid for a room last night. So thank you, thank you. That's awesome. It's really wonderful to see people on the board of DHHS getting involved also. Very cool. So thank you, Betsy. This morning I took off from Mackinac City. I arrived in a town called Pellston. It's on 31 South, cute town. I arrived at a restaurant called the Small Town Grill, I believe was the name of it. Cute restaurant. Sat down, had some breakfast, and I was speaking with a man, and he was asking me all different kinds of questions about deafness and how that impacts children's education, etc. So it was a wonderful teaching moment opportunity for him. It was wonderful, in-depth conversation about deaf children being born 90% to hearing parents and the struggles that many deaf people go through with lack of language and lack of communication at home, and why this camp is so important to have deaf kids come together and be able to share their struggles, triumphs, etc. So that gentleman was really, really intrigued. Anyway, there was a man sitting behind me who overheard that conversation. After that man left, the other man came up and gave me money for my breakfast. So, little things, you know, little things. So, very cool. Then I started pedaling on, and then I saw, perpendicular to US 31, a cute trail. And I thought, well, it's running parallel. That'll get me off of the street. Perfect. So I jumped on it and started riding. Long story short, I met a man on the trail named Bill. He does keeping maintenance of the trail. So his vehicle was parked on the trail with the light on the top. And he had a blower out when he was taking care of the trail. We started talking, and he told me to go to visit a woman named Sue at the trailhead. The name of it is Top of Michigan Trails Council. And he described it very well, and I arrived, I saw the place. See the posting I did on Instagram and Facebook. It's a beautiful building. Anyway, the woman's name was Sue. Her and I chatted, I think maybe a half hour, maybe a little bit more, I'm not sure, but really, really, really nice lady. And her and her husband, the two of them were on a missions trip in the Middle East. I can't remember where. But anyway, we had a good chat. She showed me maps, talked about the trails and how they're trying to raise funds and do things to build more trails that would go all the way down, hopefully is their goal. So far, they've done fundraising, paid off their land that their building is on, and the building itself paid off from fundraising dollars. So that's really, really exciting. The trail was from Mackinac all the way to Charlevoix, but part of it was that crushed stone. But 20 miles north of Charlevoix is all paved. So that's what I was riding on today. Anyway, so I arrived here in Charlevoix. See the pictures, they're gorgeous. Again, I was in a bar / restaurant having dinner, and a man overheard my conversation. God is amazing. He just keeps timing things so perfect. So having this conversation with this gentleman, with this couple, having this conversation talking about deaf and hard of hearing services and opportunities for deaf kids, etc. Another man at the bar heard my conversation. I was talking with a couple about, I was asking where the best place to stay, and I was trying to find, housing. This other man overheard the conversation, and he made a phone call, I learned later, contacted someone here at the Bridge Street Inn Bed and Breakfast. And next thing you know, he lets me know that my room taken care of. So God has been planning, timing perfectly everything. This is a gorgeous place. It's in Charlevoix. Again, please see pictures I posted. If anyone is visiting the Charlevoix, which is right here, area, please come and give this place your business. It's beautiful. The man that owns it is a chef. So he's going to make my breakfast in the morning. So that'll be really nice. It's been a great day. After I posted everything on Instagram, I get this notification on the GoFundMe account that that woman, Sue from the Trail Center, she donated $50. The blessings just keep coming. It's awesome. So it's been a really cool day. I'm speechless. I don't know. It just keeps happening again and again and again. People are donating. People are heartfelt curious about deafness and education of deaf kids and socialization of deaf kids and deaf people in general, hard of hearing too. And that's what this is about. It's about educating hearing that haven't had a chance to meet a deaf person. It's about educating them from a hearing perspective. I know I'm not a deaf person, and I respect that, but I'm there, so I try to educate when I can. So, very cool. So for tonight, now I'm going to log off. I'm going to catch up on the blog for